up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. All right. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, honey. I was talking for like 4 minutes and the mic wasn't on. Y'all missed me saying that Piers Morgan looks like his breath smells like deli ham and cigarette butts. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know you stopped by. Let me know you stopped by. I was watching this clip of him and Whoopi Goldberg, and because I was like, I don't have anything to talk about. I have to run some errands today, and I didn't have anything to talk about, so I was like, okay, let's find something to talk about real quick. Not the battery being low. No, ma'am. No, I'm so glad I brought my charger, girl. No, absolutely not. No. Girl, so I was watching Whoopi Goldberg talk about her marriages and how she's never been in love with any of her husbands. And, you know, he was like, that's an amazing thing to say, right? And she said, well, it's the truth. Listen to Whoopi.
Oh, any of them? No, I don't think so. Really? Mm-hmm. It's an amazing thing to say, isn't it? But it's the truth. Yeah, it's still amazing. Oh, well, all right. You walked up and you have church weddings? No. Let me see. I think there's a Vegas, and maybe one was a church, and one was a house wedding. Why did you do it if you weren't in love with them? Because I wanted to feel normal. And it seemed to me that if I was married, I'd have a much more normal life. But clearly, that's not the case. That's not a good reason to get married. You have to actually want a life with someone through ups and downs. And I just discovered that wasn't for me. How many times have you been in love? Once. Who with? A man. Go on. I've gone as far as I'm going. Can I chuck a name in? You could chuck a name. Ted? You asking me if I was in love with Ted? Is that the man I'm talking about? Yes. No. Really? Mm-hmm. Would we know who the person is? No, and that's the beauty. Wow, that's amazing. Yes, I know. This is bombshell time. Well, it's not real bombshell, but I snuck a couple in on y'all, and nobody knew. You wish you'd married that person? No. Why? Because what I know now is I don't want to live with I don't want to live with anyone. Yeah, but you tried with the wrong guys. No, I think I tried it with probably the right guys for other people. Right. But it's not, it wasn't them, it was me. Because I actually like living on my own. I like being able to go up and down my stairs, farting like a queen, and not having to explain. I like being able to smoke all over my house and not have someone go, you know, I like my privacy. I like it. You're in love with all your husbands? No. Any of them? No, I don't think so. Really? Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have to mute it. So what do y'all think about that? Have you ever been in love? Was it actually love? Do you know what that actually feels like? Me personally, I have told plenty of men that I love them, girl, and it was not love at all. I don't even know. Like, a lot of the times, it's probably, women don't really admit stuff like that because the way society has bred us to first center romantic love as a priority. That's one. And number two, this, trying to, like, I guess, chase love, trying to find someone, you know what I say, a lot of women spend their whole life looking for somebody to spend the rest of their lives with. And they waste a lot of time when the person that they're really in love with is, if you just walk by a mirror, you'll see her. You'll see the person that you're really in love with and who you should develop that love with. A lot of people are seeking love outside of themselves, and I think it's designed that way. And a lot of relationships don't last. I've told plenty of men that I've loved them, and it's like, that's not. And then when it's all said and done, it's like, that love? Was it infatuation? Was it my, abandonment issues? Was it my codependent issues? What was it that made me tell this person who was at the end of the day undeserving? What made me tell this person that I love them? Like, what was my definition of love? And it didn't, and it, I don't know. For me, I feel like Whoopi. After the last relationship I was in, I was like, you know what? I truly believe that it's just not for me. And I'm not the one, I didn't care about, like, I wasn't the one like, oh, I need to go looking for relationships. I need to find me a man and this and that. And a lot of people don't understand that when a woman says they're fine being by themselves, no one believes them. No one believes them. No one believes them. It doesn't matter what you say. When you decide to not make partnering with a man your priority, because for a lot of women, it is their priority. And when you don't make a man your priority, society around you will not believe you, because they also have been socialized, programmed to be like, no, you want love. Don't you want love? Don't you want to be in love? Don't you want to experience love? Don't you? They will beat you in the head with that. And once, some women come into that awareness and that realization later in life when they've tried to do it, and you're like, why do I keep doing this? Why do I keep trying to forge these intimate romantic relationships with people? Like, I don't even want to do it. Like, at the end of the day, you think to yourself, I don't even want to do this, and that's how it goes for a lot of women. And once a woman actually says out loud that, I don't want to do that. I like my privacy. I don't want to live with you. I don't want to be in the same house with you. Some people don't want to, they will keep a partner for years. And I want my own space. I don't want to live with you, And I think people don't want to hear that. I would read some of the comments, but I'm driving, so I can't read any of the comments, because I'm sure my theory about people not believing that a woman doesn't want to be in a relationship with a man, they have never been in love, they're not looking for love, and in hindsight, they are glad that they didn't actually marry a person, because they realize that they love their own independence. They enjoy, like she said, walking around the house naked, farting, whatever, smoking cigarettes or smoking weed or whatever. Whoopi likes to smoke a little of the reefers, honey. And a lot of people are just not. It doesn't compute for them. They go haywire when a woman decenters romantic love as a priority. When a woman says, you know what, I'm fine on my own, they start saying, well, nobody wants you. That's why you've come to that awareness. Well, the truth is, a woman can walk outside and pick any man she wants. I done told you all, dick is aplenty and of low value. They're not. There's not a scarcity. Anybody can go outside and find a man and jump into a relationship if they wanted to. They really could. Any woman could if she wanted to. But when you say stuff like that, people don't believe you. There are people watching this video right now who, in their mind, are saying, she wants a man. She needs a man. She desires a man. They will not believe. They just like, you don't prioritize romantic relationships. And I honestly think more girls to women should be encouraged to, build platonic relationships. And, I feel like those are healthy. I feel like we don't spend enough time talking about fostering platonic relationships with men. But it's, unfortunately, heterosexual people who practice heterosexuality, they do not believe that a man and a woman can be friends. How many times have you heard the conversation? They see a man and a woman walking together, y'all gotta be screwing. They gotta be. There's no encouragement of platonic relationships. Everybody has to be intimate or romantic, especially if it's a heterosexual coupley or whatever. They just don't believe it. They just don't believe it. And it's just the way we're socialized. You're programmed like that. And when a woman who practices heterosexuality, or who says she's heterosexual, says she doesn't center men, they're like, well, what, why? You don't want love? Or if you said, I've never been in love before. Me, myself, I've never been in love before. I have told plenty of men, I have acted like I was in love. But it wasn't love. It was like, I don't know if it was infatuation. It was codependency. It was abandonment and rejection issues happening, wounds happening, like, honestly. And that's a lot of the times I think that's why therapy is so great, because a lot of the way that you navigate relationships, once you start talking to a therapist about it, they'll let you know, like, they'll ask you questions to make you realize, like, why was I doing that? Why was I participating in something, one, that I didn't even want to participate in? Do you know there's so many women who participate in these programs and these ideas, and they don't even understand why they're doing it. And then they're just going from relationship to relationship, relationship to relationship, just going from one relationship to the next, trying to figure it out, trying to find out. And they fall in love with everybody they in a relationship with. Why? Why is that happening? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you've been socialized to do. Everybody, most of them are frogs, and that's the truth. Most of them are frogs. And you've been socialized to see the prince in every frog and fall in love and find love and this and that. And so you look for that, and then a lot of people fall in love with the idea of what could be, and it's not really love, That's, I feel like that. I really, truly feel like that. So that's all I have to say about that. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Whoopi. Have you ever been in love? Have you told people you loved them and didn't love them? Where did that come from? Do you prefer, living independently and not feeling like you need to be in a romantic, intimate relationship with someone all the time? I honestly feel bad for women who trek the tundra their whole lives looking for a partner. I feel bad. Like, a person who I feel bad, who I see all the time, Tamar Braxton. Tamar Braxton, I think another one is Carrie Hilson. I feel like it's sad because part of their identity is looking for love. And it's like, ugh, girl, walk past the mirror. And then don't walk past the mirror. Get to a mirror and stand there for a second. And you'll realize that the love you're looking for is looking right back at you. And that's real talk. Anyways, y'all, I gotta go. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.